Hi, thanks for coming to my channel, watching another video. Today I wanted to talk about the second worst mistake a beginner trader can make because I made it in spades on the 22nd of March. So there's two trades I'm going to walk you through. The first is STON. And I made a lot of mistakes here. I'm going to talk about each one of them. The first one is I was on a free chat room and I saw this symbol come up and I said, oh, that looks great. It's been going up tons. I want in on that. And so I bought. And I was doing small positions and I was doing scalping. I knew I was doing scalping. So, and I was doing it well. Let's see, 4 out of 5 trades were positive. So I was up. But as things continued to go up and as I was right, I got greedy. And I said to myself, this is great. Why don't I make a real position out of this? Because this might just keep on going up and up and up. And so I bought in and I started sizing in. And even as things went down here, I kept sizing in because I told myself, okay, this is just where the pullback and it'll shoot right back up. But then it didn't shoot right back up. And this was my last buy here before I started panicking. And because it dipped below VWAP, came back up, I was like, okay, buy one more time, expecting it to go up higher. Then I saw myself just start bleeding money, and so I started panicking. And so I sold most everything, and then I bought one more time with the turn, thinking, okay, now it's going to turn finally. And of course it didn't, and so I sold at the very bottom here because I was panicking. So the reason why this is only the second worst mistake a beginner trader can make and not the worst mistake is at least I got out when I recognized I was wrong. Sometimes with trading, especially with beginners, what I've heard, at least the stories I've heard, is we can get stubborn and we don't want to admit that we were wrong because we don't technically lose the money till we sell the stock, right? So we keep on holding it thinking, okay, it'll turn. I just have to wait this out. It's just a quick drop, and it'll start grinding up. If I had done that this time, I would have lost far more than $2,000. And so I'm so glad I at least got out. Now, the next trade I did was also a big mistake. This was my YOLO trade. I put a huge position on AMC, and you can see it was about 45 minutes after STON. And it was because I'd lost $2,000. I was like, I want to get that back. I was upset. I was angry at myself. And I was revenge trading. So here I bought in and it started to go against me. So I sold a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'm just freaking out. I'm going to just walk away for a few minutes. And it's good that I did, because when I stepped away, I had a moment to kind of catch my breath and disconnect from the emotion of trading. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is stupid. I just put on my entire account on this one trade, and this is insane. So I came back and I just got out, and I didn't really have any rhyme or reason. I just was like, okay, I'm out. And I'm really glad I did, because this is one where if I had held, I would have made a lot of money. And not because I recognized an ABCD setup where we have higher lows, but because of pure luck. Because I wasn't looking for a setup here. I didn't have a plan. I was revenge trading. So I'm really glad I learned that lesson and that I wasn't rewarded for this bad decision and bad trading here, because this was just pure gambling on emotion. So horrible trade. So those were two very important trades for me. I learned a lot from them. I'm glad I lost what I did so it could be a slap in the face. And the reason why yesterday I lost $600 instead of $6,000 is because of this, because I saw I was wrong and I got out. I saw I was wrong and I got out and waited for another setup. They weren't good trades from a P&L perspective, but I followed the right process, which minimized my losses. So today I took off because I wanted to just kind of reset, and tomorrow I'll come in with a steady head and look for setups, look and trade a plan, and go from there. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was worthwhile for you and that you found it interesting. it certainly is good for me to recap my trade and reflect on the lessons I learned and look at what happened looking back when I'm, had some time to step away for a little bit.